Hello, friends. In this video, I'd like us to talk about how we can feel more of the universe's support in our life. I'm sure that you've all experienced this, just walking out the door and having all the traffic lights turn green for you. People just smiling at you and complimenting you, people holding the door open for you, and just having opportunities thrown at you left and right. And I'm sure that you've also experienced the opposite of that. So in this video, I'd like us to talk about how we can feel more of that universe's support so that we feel like everything's just going our way. All right. So to begin with, I'd like to talk a little bit about what happens energetically and vibrationally when we do feel the support of the universe. So when we feel the support of the universe, we are higher, we're vibrating higher, and we feel more whole and more connected to others. We are less likely to judge. We are more likely to compliment others, to be kind. We feel oneness. We feel like we are one and the same with others. But when we are vibrationally lower, we feel separated from others. We're more likely to judge them. We're more likely to be in the thoughts of separation, isolation, or victimization. And we don't feel the support of the universe. We feel like the whole world is against us. So in this video, I'm going to address two subconscious programs that might keep us from being higher vibrationally and how we can feel more of the universe's support right away. The first subconscious program, I call it the competition mentality. So what is this competition mentality? Well, it's the ability to transform any situation into a competition. And again, this is a subconscious program, which means that most likely you're not even aware that you're doing this. I wasn't aware when I realized that I was doing this. Well, before I realized that I was doing this, I was not aware. So let me illustrate with an example. Let's say that you're about to sit down in meditation, and right before you take that deep breath, you think about your friend Sarah and wonder, I wonder if Sarah even meditated today. I'm probably going to meditate more than her. I wonder if Lewis even meditated at all this week. Me meditating right now makes me better. I mean, obviously it's probably not quite like that, and it's more of a faint whisper than what I just showed, but there's something going on in you that makes anything into a competition, even something as non-competitive as meditation. Now, I also like to bring something else up related to this. I call it the spiritual ego. So a lot of people that embark on the spiritual journey of personal development and growth and self-discovery, they want to do it because they feel like that makes them better than others. It helps them rise above the masses. But that's just the spiritual ego. So it's falling back into the same trap again, into separation and making you feel further away from others instead of closer. And that's something that happens to everyone, happens to me. All right, so that is the competition mentality. Now I'd like to dive a little bit deeper into this competition mentality and explore this program and see where it comes from. So in psychology, you always have the nature versus nurture debate, and usually doesn't go anywhere. The outcome is always that every trait has both nature and nurture aspects to it. So obviously we've been biologically programmed to be competitive, so it is in our genes. But if you grow up in a Western society with an individualist culture, then most definitely you've learned how to be competitive. You should look at your upbringing, or not even just at your daily life, and see how competitive attitudes and behaviors are encouraged. On the other hand, collaboration is also a biologically ingrained trait. Yuval Noah Harari talks about this in his book Sapiens, and how Homo sapiens are a deeply collaborative species. In fact, our success as a species, and by success I mean the fact that there's so many of us, is attributed to our capacity to collaborate in large groups. So, if we have both the ability to be competitive and collaborative, then both biologically ingrained, then it must be our upbringing, our programs, our the societal and cultural learning that we've been through that kind of decides which one is more pervasive. So you should really reflect on the society and culture that you live in and that you grew up in. Perhaps you've lived in different places along your life, and look at how that maybe molded you and who you are today. Back to feeling unsupported by the universe. How does this competition mentality contribute to that? Well, by its very nature, competition assumes that there are limited resources, limited opportunities, and just limited space for everyone to get what they want, to be happy, to be at peace. So if you choose to live in this competition paradigm, you live in a limited space. And this, in turn, makes you feel impatient, makes you feel ungrateful, makes you feel envious of others. It makes you feel like there isn't enough space for you. You feel like a victim. It lowers your vibration and throws you into duality. It throws you further and further away from feeling the support of the universe, which is always there. So, how do you get out of this competition mentality in order to feel more of the support of the universe? Well, the opposite of competition is collaboration, cooperation. So, a few weeks ago, I was writing an essay for one of my modules for my psychology master's degree, and I was feeling so much anxiety. So much anxiety. I did not have any ideas. I could not put two and two together. Things were just not flowing. And I asked for guidance. I just cleared my mind for a little bit and I asked for guidance. And my response was that I am in this competition mentality. That is actually how I first became aware of this competition mentality. And that this competition mentality is creating separation between me and my classmates, between me and the universe. So I'm not being receptive to any kind of help. Like, no ideas are coming to me, no downloads, no nothing. And when asked what I can do, the answer was to collaborate. Sounds pretty simple. So, in my example, I could share references or papers that helped me so far with the essay with others that maybe were also struggling, or perhaps because we have a group chat where we exchange ideas or we just help each other with whatever. And if someone would ask something on there, I should be the first one to help. Um, so if you want to be less in that competition mentality, just be more helpful to others, provide more value, and be kinder. If you see someone walking on the street and you really like their jacket, tell them. There's also research that says that being kind and helping others releases serotonin in our brain. So being kind actually changes your neurochemistry. And subsequently, it also puts you in the right vibrational frequency for you to feel the support of the universe and to receive. So, the second thing that I wanted to talk to you about, subconscious program number 2, is your actual relationship or communication with the universe. Do you actually have a personal communication with the universe? Or are you just reading a lot of books about it, watching a lot of YouTube videos like this one about it? Which, of course, doing those things is always a good first step. But are you putting the information into practice? Um, Me, for example, the way that I communicate with the universe a lot is during meditation. Not only though, sometimes I could also just be walking in the park. But during meditation, I've had a lot of very physical experiences, emotional experiences, where I feel my body vibrating. I start to cry. I start to laugh. I feel love. I feel all sorts of emotions. Having this personal communication with the universe and these actual experiences changes your belief about the universe's support. You truly start to believe that the universe is there to support you. And your communication, your relationship with the universe is very important because your physical experiences are a reflection of that relationship. So the more awe you feel, the more magic you feel, the more love you feel in that relationship, the more your physical experience is going to be an extension of that relationship. So don't forget to build that personal communication with the universe instead of just making yourself feel like you're doing something productive towards your personal growth, like reading books, which again is important, but is only a small part of what the practice should be. I hope you enjoyed this video. Um, if you enjoyed it, share it with others, give it a like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching me, and I hope to see you again soon.